Um, so we starting back off where I just want to go back. I want to see if they keep the same screen. Okay, I did hear about this. I wanted to see that video where it was like smack talks, but we'll probably look them up later. I heard that WWE is going to Netflix. I don't even know what that's all about.
There's been some breaking news. Netflix just bought the rights to WWE Raw for the next 10 years for a deal worth $5 billion. It'll be on Netflix starting in January 2025. And not only will Raw be on Netflix, but SmackDown, NXT, and other PLEs will be streaming on Netflix outside of the US as well. This is a huge deal that is basically double what WWE got paid from the USA Network. The deal they got from USA was around $250 million per year. Now it's going to be $500 million per year. And on top of that, I think this will do so much for their viewership. The USA Network is in 90 million households. On the other hand, for the US subscription count, it's up to 77 million people on Netflix, but there is a total of 247 million people around the world that have Netflix. So I think the company is going to grow even more internationally to numbers we haven't seen before. And it's starting to make a lot of sense why they keep traveling around the world for PLEs. They've been to Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia, the UK, and now they're going to go to Paris and Germany later this year. I think this Netflix deal shows us that this company is trying to expand even more globally. Ever since Nick Khan joined the company, I think that was his vision, and it's looking like he's achieving it. I need to say that hiring him was one of the best decisions the company has ever made. And it's so funny because IWC was not a fan of him in the beginning of his hire, but he's done so much good for the company. The WWE is booming once again, and I think 2024 and 2025 should be huge years for the WWE. Another groundbreaking announcement that they made today is that The Rock has joined the TKO group as a board member. On top of that, he's been given the trademark of The Rock. I can't believe 2024 really managed to get crazier than 2022 and 2023 for WWE. Like, why is The Rock a board member of WWE? I don't know, but it's kind of cool. Anyways, he even went on First Take to talk about how he could possibly wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and how that could be the biggest mania of all time. Let's listen to what The Rock had to say.
If myself and Roman Reigns were to main event WrestleMania, and I mean this very respectfully of all the WrestleManias prior, because I grew up in this business and I love it, we could possibly put on, with us as a main event and this incredible group of men and women who are these incredible performers, we could possibly put on the greatest and the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance, Molly. There's a chance.
I'm saying there's more than a chance.
You know, because, look,
more of a chance.
I love this business. I love pro wrestling. I love WWE. But I have this deep passion to grow it and to build it. And if we're going to do something like this, I want the world to watch.
I agree. This is the biggest match you can book for the show. I think you've got to do it. Now that he's a board member, there's a great chance that it could become a reality soon. 2024 is nuts, and even Vince McMahon shaved his mustache finally. That isn't breaking news, but I thought it should be mentioned because why not? Some more crazy news is that Okada might be coming to WWE. The report says that he is WWE bound, but he'll likely join NXT first. I don't love the idea of him joining NXT first, to be honest with you. Okada is too big of a name to be on that show. However, I guess it makes sense because the WWE is a different kind of animal when it comes to the production. Okada needs to learn how to wrestle the WWE style along with the production of it. It's a very different company from any other company in the world. It also gives NXT a huge boost. I think a lot of people will tune into NXT on Tuesday nights to see Okada wrestle. The WWE is on absolute fire right now. Some smaller news, but still somewhat important news, is that the WWE recently came with the decision to move away from Kevin Patrick being the lead announcer on SmackDown. This is what PW Insider reported. While Kevin Patrick was liked personally, there had been a feeling for some time that he was not the right person for the SmackDown commentary role. The WWE initially put Michael Cole back on the team with the internal hope that he would be able to steer Patrick in the right direction. I think this is a good idea from WWE. He did not seem like a good lead to me either. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he sounds like the voice of SmackDown. It will be interesting to see who they hire for that position next. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Michael Cole doing double duty again, because that guy's a beast and he is the voice of WWE. John Cena recently posted a photo of Randy Orton on his Instagram, and I'm sure he heard about the news that Randy wanted to have a dream match with him at WrestleMania. It seems like John Cena is on board with the idea. I think it would be a perfect match for WrestleMania 40. I just hope the build-up isn't whack. But then again, with John Cena's schedule, I wouldn't be surprised if there is no build-up. Like, John Cena, in theory, literally had no story going into WrestleMania. Anyways, regardless of that, it would be Orton versus Cena one last time. So I can't be mad at that, honestly. And now let's talk about last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. The show kicked off with Seth Rollins updating us on his health and his world title run. That is when Gunther came out to interrupt him, calling him a weak champion. Seth's comeback was letting him know that he doesn't give a damn what the doctor said and will fight through the pain despite what they recommend. Gunther then said he'll win the Rumble and then become the world champion, targeting that knee as well as Rollins' back. This was a good segment that teased a future match between these two. I liked it. Gunther versus Rollins is going to be so good when it does happen. I can't wait. After that, we had the Imperium and New Day match turn into a brawl. These two teams absolutely hate each other, and I love the spot at the end with the table. I thought it was very good. I hope they add this to the Royal Rumble. I think it would be a good fitting addition because right now they only got 4 matches, so this would make it 5. I'm very interested to see a no-holds-barred match between these two teams, but I could see the main eventing of an episode of Raw maybe in a couple weeks or something. I think they would be given more time, so I understand if that were to happen instead. We then saw a segment with the Judgment Day arguing. It looks like Damian Priest is going to leave the group very soon. He's kind of sick and tired of them. Either that or Rhea Ripley is gone. I don't know, one of these two. Finn also said his aggressive side is going to come out now because he's got to show Rhea Ripley that he can be that monster he once was. So let's see how that turns out. Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Nia Jax had a segment talking about the Royal Rumble. This was alright. I don't think it was meant to be anything more than a short segment to hype up the Women's Royal Rumble a bit, and that's pretty much it. I also think we saw the final 2 for the Royal Rumble. I think it's going to be Becky Lynch and Bayley as the last 2 people in that Rumble, only for Bayley to win. Dominic Mysterio defeated The Miz with the help of Finn Balor and JD McDonough. This match was pretty good. I think The Miz has seriously improved a lot recently in that ring, and I like how Finn Balor went nuts on The Miz after the match. DIY came for the save to build some momentum for their match. It is what it is. DIY just isn't getting the same pops that they were in NXT, so I hope something does change with them. We had a segment with Damian Priest and R-Truth, and it's looking like Priest is getting sick and tired of R-Truth. Honestly, I'm going to miss that dynamic duo. It only got worse at the end of the night, but we'll talk about that later. Ivar beat Chad Gable, and even though Gable lost, I've got to say that this guy is such a star that it's crazy he's not being pushed right now. Whenever he does a German suplex to a guy 5 times his size, the fans lose their mind. Like, push this man to the moon. He deserves that push, or I might just be the biggest Chad Gable mark. I don't know, one or the other, maybe both. And now let's talk about that fire CM Punk and Cody Rhodes segment. Oh my God, these two cooked in this one. It was so freaking good. I can't believe AEW had both of these guys at one point in the company and they never had a segment together. Last night proved that they should have been in that ring a lot sooner. CM Punk told Cody he's more of the American dream than Cody himself, and that's when Cody said he's more CM Punk than CM Punk because he actually did what CM Punk talked about in the pipe bomb instead of just talking about it. It was cinema. I don't like to say that too much, but this was a real beauty to watch. I think this is a huge money-making dream feud that needs to happen for a world championship. It's got to happen. The crowd was literally split down the middle. Half of them were rooting for Cody Rhodes. The other half was chanting CM Punk. I kind of wish this was happening for WrestleMania, but oh well. We will see it later. They cooked, and we need to see more of it is what I gotta say. And finally, the main event saw Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre in a singles match, and the match turned into a disaster once R-Truth came out trying to give his boy some money during his big match. Like, why? Why are you doing that during the match? I don't get Truth. But anyways, he tried it, and because of Truth, Priest lost the match, and Drew McIntyre came out victorious. I thought this was a very good episode of Raw. I'm now excited for the Royal Rumble. It's a good go-home show. What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Alright, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one. We out of here.